Good evening, student. Happy New Year to all of you. Today I am going to discuss about the new topic, mechanical properties of solid. Before we go to discuss about the solid, you must know the three state of matter. There you are a solid, second one is your liquid, and third one is your gases. In solid, you know that there is definite shape and definite volume. But in liquid, there is definite volume but no definite shape. But in gas, there is no definite volume and no definite shape. So our main discussion is solid. So solid, as one is your definite shape and definite volume. Second thing, the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules or the atom is very strong. Intermolecular force of attraction between the molecule or atom is strong one. That is why they are rigid and solid. Okay. Hard. So just 5 melting points. They possess high melting point because the large force is required to overcome the intermolecular force of attraction or to break the bond between the molecules. Clear? Now, the type of solid. There are two types of solid mainly. This is mainly your chemistry. Type of solid. Number one is your crystalline solids. Crystalline. And second one is amorphous. In crystalline solids, the atoms or the molecules are arranged in a regular pattern and they possess the properties of anisotropic. Anisotropic means the physical properties like electrical conductivities, the Faraday index are different in different directions. In case the amorphous solid, the atoms or molecules are not arranged in a regular manner. And here the properties are isotropics. The physical properties like in amorphous solid, they do not have the sharp melting points and the atoms are not arranged in a regular manner. The physical properties are same in all directions. Okay. Now some definition based on solid. The first one is your intermolecular forces. So what is actually intermolecular or interatomic forces? The force which hold together the atom and the molecules in a matter is called a intermolecular force or interatomic forces. Clear? Now come to differing forces. So what is actually differing forces? When a force is applied on bodies and the bodies undergoes change in its configurations like your length, volume and shape is called a differing force. At the same time, another force is come into play to bring the body to its original configurations, to the original length, original shape, original size and its volume. That is called as your restoring force. The restoring force for unit area called as your stress. The stress are two types, that is mainly one is your normal stress and other is your tangential stress. Now come to normal stress. The surface the force act on it, that is the restoring force. The component of this force perpendicular to the surface of the body is F sin theta. The force which is parallel to the surface of the body is F cos theta. So now, what is normal stress? The sigma n, the symbol of stress, equal to H sin theta by area, and it is transitional stress F cos theta by area. The unit of stress is simply the restraining force by area, that is F by A. In SI unit, it is Newton per meter square. In CGS unit, dyne by centimeter square. Okay. So this is the type of stress. One is your normal stress, and another is your transitional stress. Okay. The strain. So what is actually strain? It is a relative change in the configurations of a body is called your strain. The relative configuration means there is change in volume to the original volume, change in length to the original length. Okay, and it can define in terms of shape also. So, strain equal to change configuration of a body to the original configuration. The three types of strain, one is longitudinal, second one is your volumetric, and third one is your shear strain. Okay, it is EL, EB, and simply E you will write on it. Shear strain. So what is actually longitudinal strain? Draw a diagram here to understand this topic. It is a rigid support. The wire is hanging here of length L. It is your increased length delta L. When a force acts on it. So, longitudinal strain equal to change in length to the original length. No dimensions, no unit. Okay. Similarly, second one is your volumetric strain. When a body subjected to a force and the force acts in all directions at all points, then the volume decreases. Second is negative, the original volume V. So the volumetric strain is defined as change in volume to the original volume. Okay. Now come to the third body here, shear strain. So what is actually the shear strain? Look here. The body, it is in rectangular shape. A tensile force acts on it. Okay. When the force is applied on it, the body is become in this shape. It is called shear angle. The length is L and the deformation is delta x. Okay. Shear strain equal to tan theta, theta equivalent to theta. So theta equal to your delta x by L. So it is your shear strength. It is mentioned theta or ES. We also have no unit.